Well, it's that time of year where families go out and buy new backpacks and lunch boxes and trapper keepers. And kids, if you don't know what a trapper keeper is, ask your parents. Meanwhile, some students are buying paintbrushes and cans of paint. That's right, to make sure that their parking spot is looking polished and pristine for the first day of school.
Wilson Central senior students are getting their plans and parking spaces ready to go for the upcoming school year. This fun fundraiser allows eligible seniors to customize their parking spots. And over the years, well, it's turned into a full-fledged art show.
What's the theme for your parking space?
I'm going with theater because I do a lot of school theater here.
Oh, great.
I've done it most of my high school year. So.
What are you working on over there?
I am over on this side doing a flower right over here. I'm painting like his little mask for theater.
Okay.
Yeah. I like drawing flowers because it's simple, I guess, in a way.
To these senior students, it's much more than a parking space. It's a way to express themselves and what they love and what's been largely influential in their lives.
It's just a way for me to be able to express myself. Like, I love this music. My dad showed it to me when I was younger, and it kind of just, it's like a way of saying I wish I lived during that time, but I was born too late to see them tour, but I'm at least alive to listen to their great music. Something to give us kind of a mark here.
Yeah. And yours is theater. Others may be sports, band, or other clubs, or just a personal interest in their life. It's really cool. It's a really cool thing.
My son's actually painting over my daughter's spot. She was a senior last year.
Okay.
And, last year was even more important because we didn't know if that might be the only senior thing she would get to do. So,
Right.
It was we made a big deal out of it last year, even more so.
Seniors who have graduated and moved on allow a spot to open up for a new senior to keep the space alive with fresh paint and a new outlook on the future.
So you're a senior, you just graduated, and you're showing your friend here how to get it done, right?
Yes. He gives me that idea, and now I'm just telling him more of like artistic style, like, blend it in together.
Yeah.
We want to blend the two album covers together, so that's how we got this fade idea right here.
Yeah.
So you have the whole, technically it looks like a wall, and then you have the eclipse over it. So combine the two of them together.
I mean, are you paying him for his services? I mean, it sounds like quality stuff here.
I paid Buffalo Wild Wings for him. I gave him some of that.
When it comes to these seniors, they've witnessed major tornado destruction in their county and felt the effects of a worldwide pandemic. Needless to say, they've been through a lot. But hopefully, when August 5th arrives, it will set sail on a school year that hardly resembles anything from last year's constant closures.
No one knows what the full picture looks like ahead, but to get a school year started in somewhat a normal fashion.
Yeah, it's great to get it back in a normal fashion instead of starting later, starting everything late and then ending out early. So.
But as a parent, how have you been able to manage all that's happened over the past year?
Yeah, well, I'm real thankful that both of my children were in high school because I'm actually an elementary school teacher, and I know as a parent those people had it pretty rough trying to do elementary online and all of that. So, I'm looking forward to getting back in the classroom myself. So I know these kids are. It was definitely a memorable year.
For now, the senior park and paint at Wilson Central is just another way of showing how a new coat of paint can make things feel new again. For these seniors, they will one day leave these parking spaces for good and drive to new opportunities after high school. But for now, it's a moment in the sun with friends and family. Regardless what happens on the road ahead, it's these types of days that you never forget.
So is this painting or tailgating? I mean, which one is it?
I'd say a little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
He's having himself some breakfast.
A lovely breakfast sandwich and
Gotta eat before we start.
kickback jack. Of course, that's the first rule of any project. You have to eat first, right? Mm-hmm. And a few times throughout too.
Got to get a good breakfast.
I'm Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools.